Welcome to Call to Purpose. I'm Tony Riley, the author of The Bright Side of Broken and owner of Olive Grove Therapy in Fort Worth, Texas.
And I'm Amy Coppola, owner of Alpha Zulu Professionals and founder of Call to Purpose. Today, Tony's going to share some insights into functional movement. Welcome to the show. As the owner of Olive Grove Therapy, Tony's going to share some insights today on functional movement.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Let's just dive into it. I was always wondering how you went from personal trainer, boot camps, to functional movement, Olive Grove Therapy, and massage school. So do you want to share that with us today?
I would love to share that.
Okay.
So, you being a coach, you kind of helped me along the lines with like what I was doing, where I was going, and it's interesting how you would point things out to me that I didn't know I was doing or had like fears. Like it always seemed like fear would come up for me as a reason why I wasn't doing things. So like fear-based decision making.
Yeah.
So I did, I left Motorola and became a personal trainer, and then my son was 8 years old when my husband passed away, as you know, and I could no longer make a living being a personal trainer.
Wow.
So my son was in school, and I was like, well, what am I going to do? How am I going to make a living?
Right.
And so I'd been praying about it. And it was interesting because I was seeing a chiropractor who did active release technique, which is a way of manipulating muscles and helping them move better. And I was really fascinated by that.
Wow.
And I was like, wow, I'd really love to be able to do that. Like, because of my clients and being a personal trainer, I already knew how the body moved and worked, and I was so fascinated with like how muscles work.
Right.
And so I was like, I would love to do this.
Right.
So I had looked into different schools and like, how am I going to do this with my son being a single parent and going to school and taking care of my son, and I didn't want him to ever be alone because he was only 8.
Right. I remember that conversation.
Yeah. And so I looked into chiropractic school, which would have taken me a whole lot more time and funds. And then I saw massage therapy school, and I was like, massage therapy school. Like, and that actually turned out to be way better than being a chiropractor, as it turned out for me and for what I was looking for.
Yeah.
And so I was able to leave for school. This was such a God thing, because I was able to leave in the morning, drop my son off at school, drive really fast to school, get there on time.
Yeah.
And when I left at the end of the day, it was like 2:45, and my son was out of school at 3:15, and so I rushed back to pick him up at school. And so he never knew that I was gone during the time that he was in school, because it aligned perfectly.
Answered prayer, right? You didn't
Totally.
want him to be home alone.
Exactly.
That's great.
And at the same time, I was like, okay, son, you're gonna have to take on some of these responsibilities. Like, I can't do it all, so you're gonna have to help mommy with, making your lunch.
Right.
And, gave him chores to do, and it worked great, because he was able to learn those responsibilities.
Yep.
And we shared it, and he grew up knowing a lot more things than most kids at his age did. So it turned out to be a really great thing. So
that's great.
It turns out that I have a gift with healing that God gave me that I didn't even know I had.
Yep.
So it was like I was meeting to my full potential. And this actually reminds me of, how like sometimes we can interpret each other's dreams. Well, I used to have these dreams so I used to have these dreams that that I was in this, it was my house, I was in my house, and it had like all these rooms that I didn't know about. And I was like, I would go in this closet and I'd see all these clothes that I had that I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I had these clothes. And like, oh my gosh, this is really cool. And like, I like went to interpret that dream. Like I read somewhere, like, what does it mean when you walk into, you know, whatever. And it said that there are parts of your brain that are still being developed. Like there's parts of you that you haven't explored yet, that you haven't experienced yet. And there's more to you. Like there's more like that's gonna transpire.
Right.
So it was really, really cool.
That's really cool.
So, yeah.
I love, you know, it's almost like you continue to pray and he just continues to show you the next room or the next thing in your life, right?
Yeah, and expanding and growing. I love it because I don't ever want to be stagnant. I always want to be learning and growing, and even though some of the growing is really difficult, I want to be able to.
That's how you grow and heal, right? It's never easy.
No, it's never easy, but the more I learn, the more I'm so grateful and appreciative of where I am and where I've been. And we're not supposed to be stagnant.
No.
We're supposed to continue to live. And so anyway.
I just had this conversation with someone where he and his wife freed up their life so God could show them where they were supposed to be.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it was a fascinating conversation, but that's kind of, you know, kind of along these lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just watching a show yesterday about somebody saying
living your life.
Like how you're not supposed to wait to die. You're supposed to live your life. And I forget how it was said, but it was profound. It kind of hit me there that we're not supposed to sit around. We're supposed to live life.
Yeah. You're here to live your life.
Yeah.
Not just
wait to die.
Yeah.
Nice. But so I wasn't sure where I was going to go. I knew I wanted to practice.
Right.
And massage therapy, I didn't want to be a spa massage therapist. I wanted to be I want to help people move better. And so it's functional movement.
Right.
And I knew very well when I was in school, in massage therapy school, that's what I wanted to do. So I would talk to the teachers and they would show me different things that I could do to help people move better. And it was amazing because that's the type of massage therapist they were.
Right.
So even though they were teaching Swedish massage techniques, they were teaching on the side okay, well, this is how you know, if they have this problem, this is what you do, and what would you do for this problem? And it was really fascinating.
That's
really
great.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I got to, so my massage therapist, I did not realize, and we were going to talk about this person, my mentor.
Yes.
So.
And that's where you met him, right? At massage school?
No. So
okay.
My massage therapist I had since I started becoming a marathon runner.
Oh, yes.
And he was treating me, and I had no idea how I don't want to say famous, but didn't realize how high profile he is in the massage therapy community.
Good term, high profile.
Yeah,
yes.
Because I opened my massage therapy book. I was sitting in school, and I turned the page, and I'm like, oh, that's my massage therapist. So I called him up and I said, hey, you know, hey Benny, I'm back in school. He's like, what are you in school for? Are you going to be a doctor? You know, and I'm like, well, actually, I'm in massage therapy school.
Yeah.
And he's like, wow, okay. So I scheduled an appointment with him, and I went in for a massage, and he's like, okay, well, when we have some available suites here.
Yeah.
Why don't you come over? And it turned out that I was wanting to move in the area that he was in anyway.
Yeah.
And just so happened there was there happened to be a suite available.
Yeah.
So I started got my license, my state license, and started my practice.
Wow. And it's fun to look back because you were doing boot camps, personal training, and you were helping people get in shape, lose weight, that kind of thing. And then you were doing marathons, and you've done 21, 21 marathons. Yeah. So through your marathon training, you learned a lot of the functional, and then to go to massage school and then go, isn't it fun to look back and see how it all tied together?
It is.
But you probably didn't know you were on that track until
No
you got
idea.
to where you were going,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And all the injuries that I
Yeah.
used to complain about and
Yeah.
wonder why I was being injured all the time. All those injuries helped me become a really great
Yeah.
massage therapist. 'Cause I'm like, oh, I know exactly what that is. And I know exactly how to
exactly
treat
how
that.
you feel, and
And you can relate to people, and
Yeah.
especially athletes, and
wow.
being able to
Wow. That's
connect with them and help them along the way. And I just
Yeah.
had a client in this week because the Boston Marathon's Monday,
Yep.
so I was able to help a
Nice.
client prepare for that, and
Nice.
I was even talking about the tent before you. There's
Yep.
like a tent. They have tents that you wait in before
Yeah.
you go to your corral. So I'm like, yeah, when you're in the tent, do this. When you're sitting waiting for your corral
That's
to start.
great. You have like all the tips through the whole marathon.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
It's been an extremely rewarding experience, and I'm
Right.
so grateful.
So you're living on purpose?
I
Yes.
am.
Good.
I am living my call to purpose.
I love it.
And thanks to your help.
Yeah.
And then Benny Vaughn, I know we talked about maybe discussing our mentor, but Benny Vaughn has been
Yeah.
an incredible mentor.
Yeah.
And he mentors lots of people for different things, whether it's being a better massage therapist, or he
Right.
also
Yeah, he does life coaching too,
he
right?
does life coaching too, and he
Yeah.
coaches NFL players and
Yeah. Olympics, right?
Olympics, Olympic
Yep.
athletes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
So on my feed, social media feed, I actually looked up fascia, lymphatic drainage, and now, of course, that's all that's coming through my feed. But
Yeah.
I thought today, I had never heard of fascia until I came to see you.
Yes.
And now it's, everywhere I look. So do you want to share with us?
Yeah. So your body is covered in fascia.
Okay.
So your entire body is covered in fascia. So it's a sheath that goes over your muscles and your organs.
Right.
So sometimes that fascia gets bunched up, and people ask me, well, how does the fascia get bunched up? Well, basically being alive, because it could be from
That's
the
just
way
what it does.
It's just
Yeah.
it's just what it does. So it could be from sleep. It could be from overuse,
Right.
overuse injury type movements.
Yeah.
If you're a tennis player, like that repetitive motion of swinging the racket can cause fascial distortion.
Okay.
All kinds of things that fascia can get bunched up. So I have protocols that I use in my office that help smooth that fascia out, and then
Okay.
it releases the muscles.
Okay.
So we have some new technology in our office that has been in Europe since the 70s.
Really? The
And-
70s?
And it's well known
Wow.
in Italy and in Europe. So my machine is actually shipped from Italy,
Wow.
and it hydrates at a cellular level, so it helps that fascia just chill out and smooth out, and that's one of the things that I use
Right.
to help people.
And that little tool. I've had that tool
And that
used
tool,
on
yeah,
before.
it's called gua sha.
Yes.
Yes.
It's painful.
It can be painful.
It can be,
Yeah,
yes.
everybody's different. So some
Okay.
people think it feels really good, and they're like, "Wow, this is
Yeah.
like I know this is."
I can see where it's a relief.
so good.
But initially you're like, that kind of burns, right? Because
It
it's a
can.
tender place in your body.
Yeah. So the more your fascia is, for lack of a better term, bunched up or
Yeah.
distorted, the more distortion, the more pain it can cause with that tool.
Okay.
So the machine that I use now actually reduces, when I do use the tool, it reduces that effect of the pain
Oh,
effect.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice. I'll have to try that next time I'm in Texas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, it's fascinating that it's been in Europe since the 70s.
And it's
and
just now.
I know you shared with me that you and Benny are some of the first people
We are.
using this technology in the U.S.
We are. Yeah. He
Wow.
and I are the only two in Fort Worth
Yeah.
that have that machine.
Wow.
I think there's 3 in the DFW area.
Wow.
Yep. So there's 1 in Dallas,
Wow.
and then everywhere else it's just starting.
Yeah.
So
Nice. Good. That's amazing.
yeah.
And then in my scrolling, I saw where fascia will trap the fluid in your body.
It does.
And then you have lymphatic issues?
That is possible, yes.
Okay.
Yes, so I also do lymphatic drainage massage.
Okay.
So yes, if there's any blood flow restriction, because fascia distortion can cause blood flow restriction.
Okay.
So, and I know in Chinese medicine they call it qi.
Okay.
So there's
Interesting.
congestion in the system, in the lymphatic system and the fascia. That can happen. So
Okay.
because your lymph nodes are actually right under the surface of your skin, and
Yeah.
they're all over your body, and actually your lymphatic system is in charge of releasing toxins and filtering toxins through your body.
Okay.
So again, with the machine, we use that to do lymphatic drainage massage.
Okay.
So sometimes what happens when we do release fascia is that blood will come back to the surface, and it'll start flowing again, and
Nice.
it's amazing.
Yeah.
So we tell people like you should sleep better tonight, drink lots of water, because you want to get all those, now that those
Flush your
toxins are
body.
free, you want to get them out
Yeah.
of your body. So
Wow.
drink lots of water, and you're able to excrete some of those, those toxins and stuff. So
Yeah. Tony, can you share with us how often you should get massage or get lymphatic massage?
yeah. So you should go quarterly.
Okay.
Like you want to have a regular routine that you do to have your lymphatic system flowing properly.
Okay.
So once a quarter is typically the norm. If you tend to have issues often, like if you're getting sick often, doing lymphatic drainage a little more often would help.
Okay.
Yeah, so whether it's once a month until the lymphatic system is fully functioning the way it should.
Okay.
But keeping up with it is quarterly.
And your massage therapist can tell you when it's functioning properly?
Yes.
Or you'll probably be able to tell too, right?
You might be able to tell, like if you're
Okay.
if you're catching viruses more
Okay.
often than most people, then
Yeah.
there's probably something going on that's not processing properly in your body.
Okay.
And you do want to check with your healthcare professional for
Right.
anything that we discuss.
Yes.
And because everybody's different, everyone has a different, so there's
Right.
each individual is different. So if I say this is typical or this is what we do,
Right.
you still want to check with your healthcare professional
Right.
to find out what's best for that individual.
Right. They could have a more serious,
Yeah, there could be something else going
Yeah,
on
okay.
underlying that needs to be addressed. So
Right.
you always want to make sure.
always good to get it approved.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
And anything we discuss in our podcast is,
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely check with your healthcare professional.
Okay.
And, yeah.
Okay. I found some exercises you can do. You can put your feet up the wall,
Yeah.
lay on the floor with your feet up the wall and things like that. So just like, and I think it could just probably help with circulation in general.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I have to come back to Fort Worth to see you
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
But yes, putting your body in a different position other than standing, because we live on a planet with gravity.
right.
And so everything kind of goes down this way. So if you're going to be upside down, that's actually really good.
Yeah.
Because it's going to help with your circulation,
Okay.
and it is going to help with your lymphatic system. So that's
Okay.
actually a good thing to do.
Nice.
Yeah.
I also saw where in yoga you can do a headstand. They have a wood thing that helps you do a headstand.
Oh, cool.
And I thought, wow, that's kind of neat because you're defying gravity, right?
Yep.
You're flipping yourself upside down to,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's
all
cool.
Interesting things to try at home.
Yeah, just be careful, please, people out
yes.
there. Be careful.
Be careful.
That's
know,
awesome.
I'm like the do-it-yourselfer, right? So,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. But yeah, now my feed is,
Full of.
full of fascia, lymphatic, everything.
Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
Yes. Yours is huskies, mine is.
Yes.
The other thing that I was going to ask you about today was throughout the years, as we get older, our bodies change,
Yes.
hormones change,
Yes.
seasons of life change. Is there anything you can share with us in that realm? I know that you've been learning a lot from your
journey.
office mate, right?
Yes.
A woman
yes,
in your
my
office.
associate.
So,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So, and this is actually something that comes into my office a lot is women with frozen shoulder.
Okay.
And it is a very common thing for women who are going through perimenopause and menopause to
Right.
get frozen shoulder.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. So all you women out there, if you're struggling with that, you can go see your massage therapist. So anyway.
Does it lock up?
Yes.
Okay.
So like some women actually talk about waking up in the morning and not being able to move their shoulder at all.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's related to hormones.
Okay.
So I work with a lot of women who have that issue, and I help them get past that and get their shoulder moving again. And it can be a little painful, but you know, you have to be able to. You can't keep it stiff, because if you keep it stiff, it's just going to be worse.
Wow.
So you have to move the shoulder.
Yeah.
So I help them get that shoulder moving better and having that better range of motion in their shoulder capsule.
And that's hormone related.
It is hormone related.
Fascinating.
So
I've heard of the hips
Yes,
locking
aching,
up and
aching
yes.
hips
So
and
that's
stuff. That's
right?
typically a sign of low estrogen.
Okay.
Yeah, because we both have dealt with that.
Yes. Yeah.
My associate is she
Yes.
specializes in hormone
Yeah.
therapy in a natural way.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of people are afraid to address their hormones because, or take hormone replacement therapy,
Right.
otherwise known as HRT, because they feel like they're gonna get cancer.
Right.
But there are hormone replacement therapies out there that do not cause
Right. Natural.
cancer. Yeah, cancer, and right,
Yep.
in an all natural way, and giving your body what it needs to methylate and metabolize.
Yeah. Methylate and metabolize.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
absorb the way it's supposed to in your body,
Yeah.
so that it'll excrete. Because a lot of people have issues with weight gain and some other
Right.
nasty issues with hormone replacement or not hormone replacement. It goes back
Right.
and forth like a
Right.
seesaw and a roller coaster, and it's really frustrating for a lot of women out there.
Right.
And so we want to
And-
make sure to
Yeah.
help.
And sometimes
All of you out there.
you try different things and you felt bad before and then you feel even worse and then you kind of go back and forth, you know, trying everything, you're trying to fix a problem. Sometimes you make it worse. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So
And-
again,
Yeah.
make sure to get with a really good healthcare professional, because
Yeah.
there's some out there that are really great. I know they're hard to find, but they're out there. So you want to make sure to do your research and find
Yeah.
somebody out there that
Yeah.
Best fits your needs.
And we should share our friend.
Oh yes, our friend
Her
and
name
colleague
is Emily. And
Emily
she's-
Kuntz. She's,
yeah.
her practice is called Trinity Oak Acupuncture.
Yep.
We will be interviewing her at some point in one
In
of
the
our
future,
next
yeah.
podcasts. But she's amazing, and you absolutely want to hear what she has to say, because
Yep.
she's extremely knowledgeable in hormones and fertility. She specializes in that, and
She's taught us both so much.
Yeah,
Like,
she's.
You see her daily. So,
Yeah, I see her every day at the office. I'm like, hey, Emily, I got this going on. Can you, what do I do?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's incredible. So,
That's great.
yeah.
Nice. Any other recommendations for our listeners, watchers?
So with what I do, my number one job is to help people be able to move.
Okay.
And that's really what I do, as far as whether you're in your 60s and you still want to be as active as you were in your 30s and 40s, I can help with that.
Nice.
A lot of people think that once, this doesn't move anymore, so I
I'm
can't
too
do this
old.
anymore. Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's not it at all.
Yeah.
You just have never had this type of work done before, and you
Right.
can still play golf, and you can still play pickleball, and you can still go to the gym and run and do all those things.
Right.
And so my goal in my job is to make sure that surgery is the last resort. Like, if you absolutely have to have surgery, then you absolutely have to have surgery, but I
Right.
help prevent that for as long as possible, so you
Yeah.
don't have to.
That's great.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And I didn't realize hormones could show up in your joints or different areas in your body, right? I told you the hips I've heard of, but I had never really heard of, you know, your shoulder locking up and things like that. So
Yeah.
that's great. Anything else you want to share about your practice or any?
Well, if you're in the Fort Worth area, you can reach me at my website at olivegrovotherapy.com. You can find me there, and you can submit a form online, and we can help you.
Yeah, great.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
Well, thank you for sharing today.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Amy.
Yeah, hopefully we can get some people with functional movement, getting their movement going. So, yeah. All right. Thank you for joining us today.
And we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Thanks, Amy. To find your call to purpose, visit our website at yourcalltopurpose.com or scan the QR code on the bottom of your screen.
And if you're interested in Toni's book, visit her website at tonyriley.com or scan the QR code.